Welcome to this video on mathematics. Actually, I have a set of questions here that I want us to look into. And the first question comes from the topic of vectors, and we are trying to investigate the concept of collinearity. Okay, so if points a1, 3, b5, -2, and c, -11, y are collinear, calculate the value of y. So we have a condition that these 3 points are collinear. Now I just want us to underscore the meaning of collinearity. Now consider 3 points. It's the first point here, another point, and another point. If these 3 points are collinear, then it means you can draw a line going through those 3 points there. So this is A, B, and C. But if you have a case like you have a point here, another one here, another one here, these 3 points, A, B, and C primes here, these ones are not collinear because no matter how much you try, there's no way you can draw a line such that it passes through all those 3 points. So these ones are not collinear. Okay, these ones are collinear. Now for us now to test for collinearity, there are 2 ways of testing collinearity. I'll also the first method of doing so. And first method here is going to include method of straight line using equation of a straight line. So we can use of a straight line. The concept of equation of a straight line will help us, and we know that equation of a straight line general format resembles that. So we have y is equals to mx plus c. Now if at all 3 points are collinear, then it means that the equation that satisfies point A and B is the same equation that satisfies A and C, and the same equation that satisfies. So I investigate that. So we have points. The first one is 1, 3. That's A. Then B is 5, -2. Then we have C as -11, y, and this is the y we are looking for. So we are going to determine the equation of a straight line that satisfies this and that, and we assume it is the same line or equation that satisfies this and this, and by so doing we get the value of y. Okay, fine. We're going to get the gradient first. So m is change in y over change in x, and we can get it from here. We take this minus that will give us a 5. Then 1 minus 5, you have -4, which is minus 5 over 4. Now that's a gradient. Now with the gradient we can get the equation. We say y minus 3 over x minus 1 is equals to gradient, which is 5 over 4 negative. And so if you simplify, you're going to have 4 into y minus 3 equals to minus 5 into x minus 1. So when you open, you're going to have that, and simplifying, you're going to have 4y plus 5x equals to 17. So this is our equation of a straight line, which we assume that if 3 points A, B, and C are collinear, then they all must satisfy this equation, right? So we are going to take this point, we substitute x for -11, and we determine the value of y. So we take 4y plus 5 into minus 11 is equals to 17, and so 4y is going to be equal to that is 72, and y is 18. So the first method has yielded y equals to 18 if at all this point, that point, and this point are collinear. Y must be that. So the coordinate of C should be C -11, 18. So that's the first method. Second method is going to be a method of using scalar comparison, and we assume that these points share a common point if at all they are collinear, and we are going to use this method here. We say this method number 2, and we are going to take that this point A, B, and C, which we are told to test the collinearity, hence determine the value of y. If at all these 3 points on a straight line, then we can assume that AB can be a fraction of AC. In other words, we say that AB can be equal to some scalar than AC. Okay, so by vector method we determine AB and AC, then determine the value of k, which will also help us to solve for y. Okay, so very quickly we know that point A is 1, 3 and point B is 5, -2. When you subtract, you have 5, -2, you minus 1, 3, and you say this is equals to k into C, which is minus 11y minus 1, 3. So by so doing, we are going to have 4, and then here we have minus 5. Then you have k into minus 12, and then here we have y minus 3. Okay, running short of space. So you can see that the first part here we can use it to get the value of k, and so I will come here and write, we have 4 is equals to minus 12k, so k is equals to minus a third. Okay, if k is minus a third, what's the value of that here? So we are going to have minus 5 equals to minus 1 over 3 into y minus 3. So y minus 3. So multiply both sides by 3. We have minus 15 equals to minus y plus 3. And when you take 3 to the left hand side, you're going to have minus y is equals to minus 18, and y is equals to 18. And this is what we got up here as the value of y, so showing that this value is correct. So the value of y is 18, and so coordinate of C down here will give us negative 11, 18. So those two methods can be used, but we also have another method of determinant, which I may not be able to do in this video, but probably in my other videos I'll include it. And that's how it's done. Thank you.